Good evening. Uh, I would like to continue our talk on regicide. Uh, when I spoke about regicide, I spoke about it in the context of a person getting killed in the normal way of killing a person or murdering a person in other circumstances, because some of these killings happened outside of the war context. But if you check in recent history, when you look at King Cetshwayo's fights against his brother, uh, Mbulazi or Mbuyazi, Mbande did not sanction that war. It was a war between two brothers, which was not sanctioned by the sitting king, which might be why he said Makasane will tell the story. Because he was not even happy with the outcomes of the war itself when Cetshwayo won. So because he was not the favorite, so was a dark horse in the war against his brother. But at the end of the day, when you look at it from the Christian perspective, given that at that time Zulu had made contact with Christianity, because Cetshwayo comes after the burning down of Ulundi under him, really, because it comes after Dingane, after the Blood River or Ingome, whatever story you decide to believe. So already there had been a long term contact with Christianity. So are we fair if we judge him based on the standard of Christianity to say he killed his brother and liken him to Cain, who killed Abel? So that is the question that bothers me. But that was the regicide in terms of murder or in terms of killing someone in the war context. But if you look at it from a genocidal perspective, where people even plan to poison children's food, or giving your children miseducation through various means, by making them unfit for day-to-day existence, and also through arranging marriages which will not work traditionally. Because my idea has always been that Isilo must get married. The first wife must be from the royal family. But that's my perspective, so that you deal with the issue of seniority at the same time dealing with the issue of being married to a person from a royal family, so that you don't have a situation where an older child is a child who does not come from a royal family according to what we understand royalism to be. If we understand it, I don't understand what royalism is myself. But then if that situation happens, then it means that you have a situation where the older person, or the person whose mother got married first to the king, is older than the person who comes from a royal family through his mother. So those are some of the problems that are there. But if a marriage is now arranged to hurt the prince, by arranging a marriage which will not work according to the requirements of the prince, so that the prince qualifies to be a king should the time come for him to be a king. So that is what the issue of succession is about. Some people are looking at succession in terms of, how can I make sure that that family does not have any generation? So that's how they look at it, which is genocide. Because if you have a problem with people, then you have to deal with those people that are hurting you. If now you are even planning for their children to say we're gonna kill their children because they went to America to get educated, maybe at that time it was a good idea to go to America to get educated because other people had gone to America to get educated and stayed there for a long time and were immersed in the culture there. So when the person comes back from that environment, uh, then you must expect what that environment has created and also what you have created in the upbringing of that person. Thank you very much.